go.
It says we're live. What does YouTube say, Nicole?
It's delayed. YouTube does not say we're live yet. So
No?
No, all I see is the spinny circle of death.
That's
it's the worst.
Is your phone off of Wi-Fi?
It is. It is. It always is. Okay, we are pushing to YouTube.
Now, so
Thank goodness.
I'm not disconnected from the world.
Nice.
3 weeks without a phone. You don't realize how much you use a phone until you can't use it.
True.
Until you don't have one. Well, hello, everyone. We are talking about this wonderful, Glare from the Ring Light, but Burden of Poof by Julie Anne Lindsey. This is the first book in the Bonnie and Clyde mystery series. It's also her first book that she has indie published with her LLC, Cozy Queen Mysteries. So that's why we are all wearing crowns. So all of us.
We got them all.
So, obviously, we all loved it because it's Julie Anne Lindsey, and we are her unofficial book club.
I mean, at this point, I feel like we should just put official book club.
It should just be official.
Julie, you don't get a choice. We're just going to be that for you. Super sorry.
We're
but I
your
hope you love
official
us.
book club that we're reading all of your books. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, so yeah, I read this a little bit ago, but I did do post-it notes. So this is probably, going to be a fun experience for all of us. Hi, Cache. How are you?
Okay, don't do this. I re-listened to it today. All right, I'm on my second read.
We have somebody. I had to look at my last post-it note to remember who the killer was.
Oh, I remember who the killer was because I was so pissed that it wasn't the person that I thought it was. I was just like, damn it.
It's so funny because when I first read this, I did guess who the killer was, but then I forgot her name. So,
well, in my defense, I did guess who the killer was, but then she slowly went down my suspect list because there was another person that was moving up it. So,
oh, okay. You got caught by the red herring, did you?
No,
they were way too innocent. They just appeared way too innocent right from the get-go. I'm like, oh, it's them.
It's them. All right, everybody. Did we guess? Those of us who have read it in the comments, did you guess who the killer was? Let us know. And unfortunately, I'm drinking water.
What?
I'm drinking water today because I'm only allowed to drink on the weekends.
What? Since when?
Pray for me.
This is unacceptable, Nicole. I will drink for you now.
Thank God. Someone take a shot for me.
Okay, let's not get too hasty. I'll never stand up again.
Jen's like, it's a Wednesday. Okay.
I'm not 17 anymore, Nicole.
I miss my ability to do shots.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I just remember that live stream with Bree when we were talking about.
Oh, that was so funny.
We were so good.
I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I wasn't drunk until almost the very end because I was trying to catch up to her during the live. I was just pounding back shots during the live, and I'm like, oh my God.
You hold your liquor really well though, so it takes quite a bit to get you tipsy.
Oh yeah. I took 5 shots of rum and I drank 3 Trulies. So yeah, that was a great Thursday.
I had 3 shots of Fireball once, and I was 3 sheets to the wind, and I couldn't stand for an hour. I was like, I'm gonna go lie down, guys. I'm not feeling. My head feels like a balloon. Like it's too much.
Me and Fireball don't get along too well.
Me neither. But yeah, that was fun. Alrighty, but
that's the killer, I guess.
Nobody did. That's fine. Nobody has to. It's fine.
As soon as they introduced her, I was like, you have motive. But then when they mentioned that she had a daughter and a grandma at home, I was like, oh damn, there's motive and there's means right there. I don't know why, but there it is. But then
did anybody feel bad when they found out why she did it?
Yeah,
I mean,
felt a little bad.
It's tough.
It was just one of those times I was like,
I mean, that sucks and all, but
yeah.
Killing somebody? Okay. I mean,
I don't think
everybody
she
has their
planned to
point.
do it though. It was more accidental, I think.
I don't know. Was she like, well, I'm only going to try and hit you hard enough to make you forget what you just is that?
Well, like she didn't go there
I'm sorry, fire
intending
me?
to kill her. It was more just like, oh, I was just gonna steal something. Oh, you're gonna fire me after all this time. Then at that point, yeah, but it wasn't like she went to the house like, I'm gonna just off you right here, right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was like the less premeditative. So I was like, yeah, murder is really, really bad. But she also, in her defense, didn't intend for it to be murder. So I don't know. I'm just digging myself a grave. I'm gonna stop talking.
It's not the premeditated part. Still murder, not the premeditated part.
I feel like it's worse if it's premeditated because then it's just like, okay, well now you're just like a really shitty person. Whereas it was, I feel like I'm still digging a grave, so I'll just stop.
Jen's building this case for the criminal. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Could be a whole new series, the redemption of
The redemption of Emma and her daughter. I guess it's her mother.
Oh my gosh, that is.
I also love the name of Bonnie's parents. I thought I got a giggle out
Bud
of
and
that.
Blossom. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cute.
Just so cute. Okay, so we got Bonnie and of course Clyde. He's amazing. And did everybody read the prequel When Bonnie Met Clyde?
I hadn't.
You have okay. It's really cute.
The prequel is so cute. It takes you like an hour, maybe. It's so short.
Yeah, it is pretty quick read. But did anybody else? I mean, we're all gonna be like, yes, but just think her husband is her ex-husband is a complete douchebag.
Grant can go fuck a cactus for all I care.
I kind of wonder if he's gonna pop up like halfway through the series.
Oh, you know he is. You
know
like he's got to show up.
I really hope that he does, and then
He's
Mason is
pop up.
there. Get him, Mason. Get him.
Oh, I was like, what a jerk. I didn't like him at all when I was reading the prequel. And I was like, oh, okay, he seems kind of like a jerk. But obviously we knew that she was going to, go through a divorce and move back to her hometown. But it's just like, oh, he's kind of like a jerk. And then this one, super jerk. I mean, how mean-spirited do you have to be to stop paying for the payments on your car when your wife asked for a divorce because you knew she was going to get the car because that's her car. She drives it around, but he's just going to stop paying. I'm like,
just wait till book 2. You'll want to hit him with your car. Let's just say that.
Oh my gosh. I was like, okay, there's a new low for you there. And like this she's like, her car's getting repoed off the street. I'm like, you poor thing. And she just kind of accepted it, because she knew it was like, that's kind of like exactly like the kind of person my ex-husband is. So yeah, I okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was.
I thought the phone call from the lawyer was worse when she found out there wasn't any money in the 401. What was it? The 401k?
Yes.
Or the retirement fund.
To me, that's worse than not paying for the car because you could buy a car, but.
Yep. Because wasn't there stipulations on the divorce where it's like the literally only thing that they're splitting is like his 401k or something?
That's
the 401k and the stuff in the house.
Yeah, so the only thing she left with was her car, and then she left everything else. She's like, I'll let the lawyers deal with it. But in this book, they primarily focus on the retirement fund and how they're going to have to split it. And then him being a dill hole.
Oh my gosh.
And having a gambling problem.
Mm-hmm.
Magically
has a gambling problem, and she's like, that's not possible. Like he's like literally like he has the like totally clutching like the the coin purse here
for pizza night. Okay, sir.
So yeah, that was kind of, and so I mean it's pretty rough for her right now, but I'm glad that she is getting a divorce.
Me too.
But I'm glad she's like leaving him and like moved back to hometown. And in the prequel, it's like you get a little bit of it in here too. But like her husband didn't like her family and didn't like Bliss, so he never came back home with her. Like whenever I was like,
that's sketchy to begin with.
Is that just like not a red flag, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't like my family, why would I be with someone who doesn't.
Oh,
But she
God.
waited until he didn't like the cat, and then she was like, "All right, we're gonna have to
Yes.
go. It's no longer."
Yeah, I'm
Cat was the
sorry.
turning
Clyde
point.
can't stay. Divorce.
Yeah.
Even though Grant was the one that initiated it, but still, it's so funny.
Divorce. Yeah, it was pretty it was pretty rough. I really love the fact that like how like not necessarily meets her love interest, we all know. It's like nearly like runs him over.
Spills coffee all down his front. I had to change my shirt. I mean, you could just do it right there.
Dropping
You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
as soon as that happened, like this guy, like that scene was happening, I was like, that is the love interest.
Yeah. That's the cop.
That's the cop. No one else's luck is that, like, except for like a Julie Anne Lindsey heroine, honestly.
I mean, she could have wolf whistled as well, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the best.
little wet shirt contest going on right now. Yeah. And
But
he had
honestly,
tattoos, so you know she wants to wolf whistle. We all know she wanted to wolf whistle.
You can see the tattoos through the bottom of the shirt cuffs.
The PJ scene.
The PJ.
I, honest to God, at one point was just like, I'm imagining him not wearing anything to bed. And like literally 2 paragraphs later, Bonnie was just like, oh yeah, I bet he doesn't wear anything at night. And I go, Bonnie, me and you, we get each other.
Personally, I'd be looking into where the money was going. Yeah, he's funding it somewhere into like offshore accounts or something. I'm gonna tell
That's
you.
what I was
It
thinking.
didn't
Offshore
just
accounts are, like,
disappear.
bad
Yeah.
business deals that just fell through or something.
I say no thanks because I know things.
Okay, yeah, because you've read the
Seven
second book.
Deadly Sequins. And it's still as amazing as this one. You all have to read it. Go pre-order it now. No regret.
But I mean, if you just understand the nature of retirement funds, like you can't get money out of those easily, you know,
Right.
and
Right.
do things with them that's untraceable.
Yeah.
It's like, where did that go? Come on,
The Cayman Islands somewhere.
right?
I'm just gonna go like this anytime I know something and you guys don't.
Every time I know something and you don't,
You can just tell by your smile.
I know, that's why I was like, you could still see
just
that
like
I'm
looks up at the
smiling.
ceiling. He's like, what's
I
that over
know,
there?
Look at how interesting it's like anytime you're watching a movie and a sex scene comes on and your parents are there, you're just like, look at that
Oh,
ceiling.
that's
It's the most interesting thing ever.
Oh my gosh, so interesting.
Oh, you should just own it, Jen, and you should just stare straight at your parents' eyes.
Like, look, it's happening.
Ah,
We got some pre-orders. Nice.
I honestly
It's
stalk
cute.
the pages and I just like wait for it to come out. And honestly, I went on to Audible and Julie already put the names of all 8 books and they're amazing.
All
We don't have
8?
release dates. Yeah. We just
but
don't
there's
have
no
Holy
release dates
shit.
yet because I just checked like an hour ago.
I just checked.
I know. I feel like a really stalkerish where I'm just like, which ones are coming out? Which ones can I order?
Hey,
I have her ordered all the way up to every pre-order she's got.
nice.
Yep, I think there's only 4 right now.
4
Not
or
sure when the
5,
last
something
4 are
like that.
coming out, but I'm watching.
You're like, I got my eyes out. Okay, so Bonnie is implemented in the murder because she's going over there to try to get dresses or, clothes for her shop. And she stumbles upon, our poor dead person, which I can't remember her name.
Viola.
Something Abbott
Viola.
Harrington.
Viola, yeah.
Abbott Harrington.
Something Abbott Harrington. I was like, wow. I can't remember the first part, but you got that. I was like, okay, great.
Because they mention it once or twice in the second book, and for some reason it's just Abbott Harrington. It's hyphenated, so for my mind, I'm just like, yes.
You're like, I'll
be good on. I'll be our Shannon tonight, okay? All on
Thank
Tempted
God.
Me.
Oh my gosh, it's been rough without Shannon like fact checking us, like for reals. It's been
I
rough
know.
for me. But okay, so yeah, she comes in, she's implemented, and it's pretty bad to be implemented, but to be implemented and you already try to run over a cop,
Well, and
Like,
she even like
a little bit.
basically admitted to it too. She's like, I feel so bad. Like I
It's
did
my
this to her. It's my
Yeah,
fault.
it's
And
my
I was
fault.
just
Say
like,
that to the cop
stop saying
while you're in the women's house.
his head like snapped. He's like, "What was that? It's your fault." I'm like, "Oh no, oh no, back
and
up."
then he like she doesn't answer his question at one point. Then she's just like, he asked the question, oh god, what was it? So how did you kill Viola? And I was just like, oh, you kind of walked into that one, Bonnie. Like, let's backpedal out of it.
She's like, "Kill what?" And he was like, "You literally just said it was your fault." Like, and she's like,
Like, what
"Because
am I
I wanted
supposed
the clothes." I was like, "You're just digging yourself deeper, Bonnie. Come on." Come
Done
on.
When she had
effed
said
up.
3 months earlier that she had wanted to kill Viola.
Right.
In the,
Yes.
In
Where
the,
with
when
everybody.
she yelled at her in public,
Right.
when Viola yelled at her about asking for donations.
Yeah, she was asking for the donations, and Viola was like, "No," and
No.
yep.
She was
And she
vicious
just
old
kind
lady.
of, said something in a small town, which that's going to just spread like wildfire, like you can't say anything.
Like when the detective was over at her house and the little kid, it was a little kid that went to give the casserole. And then she goes, I'll give it 10 minutes before everyone in town knows. I'll give it 20 before everyone knows it's you. And
Oh my gosh.
But
like
that's
mom's,
if you come from a small town, that's how it is. Like everybody knows your crap before you even sit down.
I just
Oh my
love
God.
that she goes, like, if you look out the window, the mom's probably already looking through the blinds. So he actually goes and looks, and she's like, there's a lady over there. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. I knew it. Yes.
Okay, I need you guys to tell this for me because I've been trying to figure it out for like 4 weeks since I've read this. What is the intrigue book that she references in this one? I know that we got the Seaside Cafe. That one, it was easy
Yes.
enough. But what
Yeah.
is the romance book that she picked? Because I went through all of Julie's books and I tried to read them and I couldn't figure it out.
I can't remember what that reference is, but I caught it and thought about it. I'm like, I bet that's a reference to another book of hers. Yeah.
I wonder
you
if it's one
highlight
that's
it, Jen?
coming out.
I did. I think I did. Because I even
Okay.
remember being like, I need to figure out what book this is from. Okay, so if
Yeah,
Julie,
because there was
I need answers.
there was the Seaside Cafe reference, which I thought was, I was like, clever.
Oh my gosh, can we just say?
I was trying to make
Okay.
these books sound like her and Mason.
Okay. Because I was looking through all the covers and I go, okay, which guy has the uniform and the badge showing? And I was just like, okay, it looks kind of like this one, but that description's not quite right. Oh man,
I thought the SVU surveillance because that's the first
that was the one. I looked at that one at first, and it
That's
was
what
so
I thought.
hard.
It's
But
like
yeah,
referencing your other books and your
I
smart.
like it.
I like it. So we also Julie did say that our detective in this book looks like Timothy Oliphant. So when I found that out, I just
Which
that
I
is
won't mind at all.
what I had in my brain. And then our Bonnie is Amy Adams, right?
Yeah.
Amy Adams, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yes.
Everyone.
Crowns. Everyone's wearing crowns.
Yes. Mine's a kid size, so it's squeezing my brain. I might have to take it off here.
I mean,
gonna get a
that's
headache
like
by the end of
on
this.
top of your head, or in the background.
Your forehead's just going to turn slowly red throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you did it for the live. It's amazing.
I appreciate.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't know how far away you are from it, Nicole, but I don't know if you posted, noted anything. How do we all love Sutton? And Judy. I feel like saying Sutton, you guys are going to be like, who? But saying Judy is going to be like, pow!
Why does that say elbow cough? I thought it was a dab.
I can imagine the emotion you're trying to use, though.
Oh my god. Honestly, I just kind of went with it. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I was thinking more like an elbow nudge.
I thought she was doing like a
like, okay.
nudge, nudge.
Okay. Yeah, we did too. We love this book. Jen's already read book 2, but she's not going to say anything.
I love how she coordinated the outfits with the bow tie for the cat.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yes.
adorable. I was like, that's adorable.
So cute.
And then
Yes.
oh freaking Sutton is like, oh yes, he definitely enjoys that. It makes him feel special. I was just like, okay, that's beautiful. I love it so much.
I want the backstory of the girl who owns the bookstore with the ghosts. I kind of want more into that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Julie, is
Oh.
she one of your
Intrigues me just
side
in general.
stories? Because I'd love to have a series for her too.
Liz?
I can't think of her name.
I think Liz. Liz
Is it
her.
Liz?
She wore her grandmother's glasses and they were cat eye glasses. That's all I really remember.
I was getting some not Patience Price. What was the other one? Geek Girl's Guide.
With the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
With the glasses.
Don't make me do this, guys. Okay.
Mia
Okay.
Connors.
Mia, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought you said
I
it,
was
but
like, I'm terrible with names, y'all. You're on your own. I cannot help you.
I tried to ask you about alcohol today, and you didn't respond to my text. I was like, she read it, and I stood in the alcohol aisle waiting for a response. Being like, come on, Nicole, you'll know this. Because I was trying to figure out what Cookie's recipe was. I thought it was like Earl Grey and peppermint schnapps. And then
It is.
Yeah.
Is it Earl Grey though? Because when I looked it up, like I legit went into the book. I downloaded the books and then like searched Earl Grey and it didn't come up. And then I did peppermint and it sounded like it was peppermint tea and schnapps. And then I was very confused.
It was Earl Grey because they all talk about how like you don't trust her Earl Grey because it's not real Earl Grey. It's just alcohol.
I'm gonna have to
It's
go back to the store
literally
and get some
just
schnapps
alcohol.
then.
And
I can't
schnapps
drink
is just
schnapps
like a liqueur. It's not like a rum or a
Yeah.
tequila or anything. It's just a liqueur. So
I found it. It was $5.99
God.
in a small bottle, but I didn't buy it because I wasn't sure, and then I doubted everything. So I figured I'd
if you just
confront
look
with
at
you.
the label and it says peppermint schnapps, like why didn't you just buy it?
Because I wasn't sure that was the right schnapps or the right tea, so I was very
Got it.
concerned about buying the right one, and then I didn't
Gotcha.
want to have alcohol that I wouldn't need. I'm sure I
You can
find
put
this.
peppermint schnapps in hot cocoa.
Yeah.
That's what I've done. Yeah.
Okay.
I like peppermint schnapps and hot cocoa.
Next
My
time I go
all-time
to the
favorite, I
store.
used to do it for baby showers or wedding showers, was you melt down like rainbow sherbet, melt that down a little bit, and then put in peach schnapps, and then just
Hmm.
pour it into cups.
I just like saying schnapps.
Schnapps.
I've had a lot of alcohol already, and I've only had like I started out here.
What are you drinking?
It's only like an apple cider. I was feeling very
Okay.
cidery. I've been in a very fall mood, and I didn't
that's
necessarily want my Guinness. So I was just like, it's a strawberry cider too. So it doesn't taste like
Ooh.
alcohol. It tastes like juice, and it's delicious. But I have to be careful.
So you're getting in the spirit for the next book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
At the end, I was expecting Bonnie to walk into the bookshop and there would be books floating. That would be cool.
Yes.
Some paranormal stuff going on. I have glasses, but they're not cat.
I'm here for that.
There's a
I'm
lot
here
of
for I love
books. I
paranormal
liked it.
cozies. I like paranormal cozies.
Oh, I can't say things. Okay, keep going.
I'm not. Don't say anything.
28 days and I can tell you what I thought. Just remember, guys. Be like, hey, you said something about paranormal. Okay, 28 days later, I'll remember. Don't worry.
28 days.
Yeah. Until
Oh, is that
next
when we for our live?
Here's my list because we have to figure out our burden of poop, or not burden of poop. That's the one that we're talking about now. I took a picture of it.
1027, 7 Deadly Sequins.
Okay, good.
Nope.
I'll be back in time.
It's in
I
the
was
description box.
Yeah.
No, I made a list and I sent it to you, Nicole, and then you laughed at me. What day are we on? 181 days until the
Oh.
last book in the Seaside Cafe comes out. There you go. That's what I
I
wanted to get.
thought I had no idea that's what you were. Now that you said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I do remember receiving that photo, but I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
181 days.
Yeah,
I gotta
she's
count
counting
down,
down like every live stream. She's counting down to
We
the
need
last
answers.
book of
All
the
right,
Seaside
that
Cafe.
ending. I need answers.
The only reason I remember when it is, it's the day after my birthday.
Oh, good to know. So 108. Oh wait, the day after your birthday. 180 birthdays till Alicia's birthday.
Yeah.
180
So
days.
Birthdays. That's a lot of birthdays.
I wouldn't mind.
180 birthdays, till Alicia's birthday. What?
Like
Someone take Jen's
Alice in Wonderland.
alcohol.
Alice in Wonderland, very happy on birthday 180 times.
There you go. See, thank you, Alicia.
Happy on
Coming
birthday.
back. I actually was able to whistle. I swear I'm not drunk, guys.
We're
Keep telling
gonna.
us about it, Jen. Keep
I
going.
know. I'm gonna put a poll in the comments. Like, do we think Jen's drunk?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
There's gonna be like
gosh.
an immediate like yes.
Exactly.
Guys,
The
know me
answer
better.
is just gonna be yes. There's not even gonna be a no option. Even Liz. Okay, Jen.
Sorry, guys. I even had dinner before this too.
I'm just waiting for you to slur your words.
I mean, see, that's how you know I'm not drunk. It's more of my brain is trying to act faster than my mouth can go. So
I think you're trying to say your mouth is faster than your brain.
yeah, you're.
No.
I was gonna say you're opposite.
because if your brain is thinking too fast and your mouth can't keep up with it, now I'm thinking dirty things. Just keep going. Just keep going. Next person, no.
Yeah, you should save this energy for the Your Dad Will Do live show.
Exactly.
For that. I'm
I
not even
cannot
gonna lie
wait
to you
for
guys.
that.
Oh my gosh, Bree's gonna be there. I cannot wait for it to know what
Cannot wait
Bree
for
is
her
gonna
reaction.
think.
That's like legit the only reason. Like that's gonna be the best.
Can
I'm
I
just gonna
say
be like
though-
this in the live, just looking at Bree.
Oh, she's so funny.
There's a couple times in here where Bonnie called her dad daddy, and like immediately my mind went to a bad place because I was like, oh, Nicole. That's what you've done to me, Nicole. I can't hear that word without thinking bad things.
I
You
don't
know,
like.
whenever the word
I just
daddy
personally
is
don't like
not
it when
in
people,
a
when grown adults call their. That just weirds me out, just in general. I don't know.
whenever I see the word daddy in not a daddy kink romance, I just kind of blink it out. Like that word
Yeah.
wasn't there. It's just dad. It's fine.
Well, it's such a. I mean, I can't even remember how young my children were if they even ever used mommy and daddy to to refer to their parents. It's yeah.
Oh,
So you don't have to worry about that kind of bad things entering your brain.
No, but it's just I don't know. It seems like it's a word just for the kink now. Like I hardly
is.
ever
Right.
hear it just in reference
Exactly.
to like, a parental role.
Exactly. Daddy is only just for the kink. It's not for anything else.
I've heard some people use it recently to reference a father figure, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, I just ooh.
My brain blocks it out. It's like, nope. This is not a daddy kink. I'm not living a daddy kink. No.
No.
Nicole, you could write fan fiction though. Come on.
No. Okay, so let's tangent back to the book. I feel like Bonnie, like we had a bit of like a hate to like love for Bonnie in Detective, right?
Loved it
Because
so much.
like she was very snarky. Like there's this one like part that I highlighted, and so the first part is like, what are you so worried about anyway? Afraid you'll look ridiculous when the woman you suspected of murder proves you wrong and finds the real killer while you're here on loan. I'm like, Bonnie. Oh my gosh.
Do not treat your future husband like this, Bonnie.
I didn't like the
love
constant
that.
short jokes though. I was like,
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's the immediate line because I'm very short, so like guys say that I'm like, try something different. Like,
Come on.
Yeah,
I didn't appreciate the short jokes because I mean,
like the first couple times, yeah. Then the 10th time, you're like, try something different.
Try something
but I mean,
else.
that's got to be the life of a short person. Unfortunately, like you
Until you're so
hear
tired
it.
of hearing it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the second part of this quote here is like he's basically telling her to like stop like investigating like all the detectives and Julie Anne Lindsey, and she's like, what if I could, but some long-legged loner cop from up north has pushed me too far. I was like, he's gonna arrest you, ma'am. It's like, and not in a fun sexy way. Like, he's gonna arrest you. He doesn't even know you. Oh my gosh, so funny.
In his soul, he knows that they're the future. Just saying. He's already preparing to be a cat dad. Let's just be real.
So already. It's like, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Talked about that.
What was it? Remind us, Nicole. Come on. Maybe we have more to say.
I wanted sweets after reading this. I was like, I want. Like,
You wanted
pecan pie now.
sweets?
Yeah, like I wanted pecan pie. They kept on talking about pecan pie. I was like,
She
I
made
haven't
like
wanted pecan pie in years, and now I want a pecan pie.
They made 6 of them. 5 of them. 5 of them.
yeah, 5.
And then
They
they
made
were
like-
destroyed.
Oh my
The
god.
cakewalk or whatever. Yeah, cakewalk.
For the cakewalk, yes.
Yep.
And I was actually pretty surprised that he went there, like he was there and he agreed to like help her. I was like, it's like we're gonna make 5 pecan pies. I'm like, okay, I'm out.
Well, I like that they only had made 2 of them, and he goes, "That was a lot of work." Of course, it was a lot of work. Baking is hard stuff.
Well, didn't he say that I take direction well? And I was like,
I don't know
I'm
which
like, I'll
book
put
I
that
made
to
the
the test.
comment in, but I'm pretty sure at one point I was like, "Teach him how to cook. First rule: teach him how dangerous it is to cook in the nude." Just saying.
Especially
In the nude?
bacon. That's
bacon,
that's-
yeah,
Oh yeah.
or
oh, yeah.
frying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
And then
whenever
start there.
there's a movie, like you see a shirtless man like in front of the stove and you hear the sizzle pop pop. I was like, there ain't no way. There's no way. No. Unless you don't have nerve endings in your chest area, that's gonna freaking hurt.
Or unless you've been a chef for 20 years and that part of your body is just numb from getting burnt with everything.
That's true.
I would love that as a novella so much.
They all
let's
just
get
come
'em
together.
all together. Brady, Jack,
It's just
Colton.
all of them.
I'm missing some others.
Oh my
That would be
god.
awesome. I
Didn't
would
you
love
walk
the
into the dead lady's house without being invited in by anyone and got locked in the basement? Yes, she did.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
love how she called her
God.
mom instead of the law enforcement. It's like, Mom, I'm
But that's
locked in
something I
the
would
basement.
do.
Come get me.
I
Yeah,
would do
she
that.
couldn't admit she was wrong.
I cannot. And then didn't her mom call?
But she
Yeah.
did. Why didn't you
Like,
call
"Dang,
me?
Mom
Me?
sold me out." Oh my gosh, I was dying laughing. Sorry, my air just went off.
I didn't hear it.
Good. I feel like that is just so loud.
It's loud when you're there, because when we did the live stream together, I could hear it, but unless
My
I'm
heat-
deaf,
My heat is really loud.
Goodness graciousness.
we don't have the heat just yet here. I mean, it's outside.
No,
but
I
it's
haven't
not
had to put it
inside.
on yet.
No, I won't put it. Like we try not to put the heat on, like at all. So then
That's
our
why I
electric
have so
bill's
many
like
bugs in my
$30.
house, because I had the heating guy at the house, my house yesterday.
Oh, okay.
They were going in and out, and I have like 5 different crickets in my house now.
Oh, rude. I feel like I opened the back door and Jack Ryan shot out and about 75 mosquitoes found their way
It's
inside.
disgusting.
Ugh.
And I
Went
live,
to
I live
Minnesota.
like near the woods. It's even worse. So
See, I
gross.
went to Minnesota for 2 weeks and I didn't get a single bug bite. I was back in Arizona for 24 hours and I had about 16. And
Yeah.
that's not even a
I
joke. Like,
swear it's this year. They're just
hold on,
awful.
where you can see them eventually. Maybe. They're like all up in here. Like there's too many. Don't even look at my foot. Like there's like 17.
But let me show you anyway.
Don't even look at my foot. Here it is.
But there's like so many, and it's like they're always like 2 next to each other because they try once and they're like, nope, it didn't work, and they go again, and I'm like, stop.
Yeah, just like crappy phlebotomist mosquitoes. You know, gotta get try it again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and they all get me.
Don't even look at my foot. Sorry, that was so funny. I'm impressed you could bring your foot all the way up there. Oh my god.
I could go probably slightly higher,
jealous.
but
Oh my god. She's a foot emoji. Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
hide behind this like a toddler. I mean, yeah,
that was
true.
a toddler move.
We've lost Nicole. She's gonna smoke her laugh. I just know it. Hold
Oh
yourself
my god.
together, Nicole. You haven't even had alcohol.
I know.
It's not alive until she loses it, though.
Oh
True.
my
This
god.
is true.
That was so funny.
We're doing good. We're not even 35 minutes in.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
official now.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
oh, that's so funny.
I
Okay,
probably
so
could, but I won't.
if you put your foot in your mouth.
I was like, I'd probably bring it up to my mouth, but I'm not gonna put my foot in it.
You
That's
did
hard
bring your
no.
foot up to your mouth.
Toddler.
Oh, okay.
Not
Wait
that
for you to
kind
like
of
put it
channel
behind
here.
your head. I'm like,
But that's a
save
little
it for
too
your
much.
dad will do. Save it.
Like, start stretching out, Jen, so that you can do that.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I
that's
haven't
so
read
funny.
it yet, so this will be my first time reading it. I have the audio though.
Oh, nice. The audio's
I
nice.
was
I'm
not
like, I'm like,
the audio for this one. I'm not gonna lie. For your dad will do. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to hear that, because if I'm reading it, I can block out Daddy a little bit. But if I'm listening to it, she's probably gonna be like, Daddy, do it hard, and I'm like, nope, that's a hard pass. That's a bad no.
It took a bit to compartmentalize it. Yeah.
that's the reason I got like wireless headphones, so like no one can hear my audio.
Oh yeah, you don't want to put this on like, you know, the Bluetooth, the speakers in the car. You don't want to do that. No.
That's always my biggest fear with my Bluetooth.
Mm.
With
That
the
it's just
stuff that
going
I
to disconnect and then
Might
everyone's
connect to
going to
the
be
wrong device.
listening to your raunchy.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
When I started that book, it was like 4:30 in the morning, and I was the only one up in the house. But I still had to turn it off anyway because I got embarrassed.
So this is probably the best time. My parents are all gone, so maybe I should just get it now and be like, all right, let's rip off the Band-Aid.
So there's nobody here, but I'm so embarrassed.
The one I couldn't. It's the series. I forget who wrote it. It's the Lion and the Mouse series. Well, I was in the house by myself.
Can you write?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Lion and the Mouse series. I'm in the house by myself, and I had to turn it off because I'm like, even if because my dad had when I was still living at home, my dad had the cameras and stuff so you can hear anything. I'm like, oh my god, what is my phone? Like,
this is gonna be the one moment they pop in to make sure I'm alive.
Even though I was home alone, just no.
You're like, cannot. Even if I'm at home by myself, I'm wearing like my headphones. Like,
Yeah, I have to.
oh, that's so funny. And then here I am. I'm like, hey, babe, listen to this.
Take some notes.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Tangenting back to the book. So the post-it that I had that we already talked about, it was the fact that, you know, he was just like, I didn't bring my pajamas when it was and I was like, fans self is I didn't bring my pajamas, he said, raising his arms overhead and twisting at the waist to stretch. The hem of his shirt rode up and I nearly swallowed my tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's so funny because
the tattoos though.
We read something like your dad will do, and it's just like, yeah, totally fine. But then like his shirt rides up here, and it's like so tame, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like Jane Austen when they grab each other's hands, and you're just like,
I was just about to say the same thing, being like, it's like a historical romance when she's got a gloved hand, and there's the bare wrist touch, and you're just like, oh, scandal.
Is there a chaperone? Oh,
she's been compromised. Now you have to get married.
Been compromised. You touched her bare wrist.
You've been caught making out in the corner. You gotta get married.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
they didn't even really have to be making out. They could just be in a corner together and they didn't even do anything and just like
well, the 2005 movie, Bingley being at Jane's door when she's staying at his house, like that that was extremely scandalous.
Yes, that would have been immediate, like, okay, you guys are getting married tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Oh my gosh. Do any of you guys read the Evie Dunmore series, The Extraordinary Women?
I'm reading the first one next week.
Oh, is that like, it's like kind of like
This
a
is the
team
one
up
that just
thing of
came out.
historical women?
It's A League of Extraordinary Women. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that, but I
My
haven't
God,
read it
this
yet.
one was so good.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah, that is the third one. I mean, they're all really
Two.
cute. But speaking about getting, forced into a marriage. Spoiler alert. It's wonderful.
Getting forced into it, wonderful.
Just saying.
I just want a man to write me a letter. Like, you look at all the old writings of Jane Austen, and you're like, he wrote letters, and now you can barely get a text.
Oh yeah, that Wentworth
worst.
letter, right?
Oh gosh, Captain
Nothing
Wentworth.
but persuasion letter. I can't.
I
Oh,
love a letter.
that's like on another level. That love letter.
If
I
I
sent
sent
you
you
a
a letter,
printed
marry
so I can put it on my wall. I'm having it printed on a piece of vinyl so I can put it on the wall.
That's
Aw.
awesome.
Nice.
I would love that.
I'd love to walk
Okay.
into a bookstore and have a guy be like, "Oh, that stack of books, let me buy that for you." So basically, you want to marry me? Is this what's happening?
So basically, we are now engaged.
Have you seen that TikTok?
Is this our meet cute? Is this our
Jen's like, I can just see our romance building.
yeah.
There's a TikTok where a guy says, "Don't buy a girl a drink, buy her a book. She'll remember you the next day."
That is accurate. I'd be like, "Write your
I'm
phone
like,
number in here, please."
That's smart.
But like on the back page, it's empty, so that if it doesn't work out, I can just rip it out, but keep the book. Thanks.
Rip it out.
Well, how would that work?
Right
I've been
out.
out of the dating scene a while, so if you imagine you're in the used bookstore and a guy comes up to you and be like, "Can I buy you a book?"
Yeah, they don't do that,
Does that
though.
work or no?
That
I was like,
would,
it's
in
a
fact,
dream.
work for me. Yes.
That would
Right.
work.
Yeah.
I would just have two questions I would have are, how are your credit score, and do you still live at home with your mother?
Follow-up, like,
No,
yes, you
not
can
even
buy
if I
this
have a
book.
car. All right.
Follow-up questions. What's your credit score like?
Are you a serial killer? Do you like cozy
You
mysteries?
have a
And
white
do you
van.
which
A
guys
white
you reference?
van. No.
White van.
I seriously, like, there was one time, this is a true story. I pulled into the Barnes Noble parking lot, and there was seriously a white van, a huge van, and it said, it was spray painted free candy on the side. I'm like, even if you're joking, that is not.
No.
Like, no.
No.
911. What's your
I would
emergency?
call
And I was
just
like, white
just
van?
I would just call
There's a
them.
van
I'd be like,
here. Like, I'm like,
Very
This isn't right.
suspicious.
this very, very suspicious. I didn't even go in. I turned around and walked. I drove off. I was like, nope, not doing that.
What if you had free books, Nicole?
I wouldn't be here today. That's literally how you would kidnap me. Put a van out, free books. That seems legitimate. Yes.
All right.
Walk
you want me to
my
get
happy
this
ass
van?
over
Let's
there.
go.
They had
Get
this
kidnapped.
bookmobile
That's how
back
you
in
end
the
up in
day.
ditches.
What'd you say, Alicia?
They had those bookmobiles back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I always love on Pinterest when you see the London telephone booths that they've like repurposed into a book
yeah.
thing. I'm like,
I have a bookshelf that looks like a London telephone booth in the corner over there.
I have it on my Amazon wish list, but they're expensive and I don't have anywhere to put it. In my current-
Order through Walmart. Mine was only $40.
Shut up.
But you have to order it on Walmart.com. You can't, like, it's not one they have in the store.
Let's see here.
Jen is like, I must investigate.
If you can't find it, I'll send you the link.
Okay, yeah, because they're usually like $150.
No, mine was only,
Whoa.
I think with shipping, $50.
Telephone.
You
I'm
still
just gonna
don't
put
have
telephone
space.
booth.
You still don't have space, Jen.
I know, but if it's $40, I can just put it in my closet.
My mom, 6 months before I moved here, my mom sent me that, and she's like, "This is the first piece of furniture I want in your apartment." And
my God,
6 months later, that was the first piece of furniture I had in my apartment.
Nice.
I didn't even have a couch, but I had the bookshelf.
The important things.
Mhm.
Well, there's a lot
That's
of
true.
Christmas stuff right now I've got to get through.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
already
they have
ordered
like
all
these
my
Christmas
Christmas stuff.
decoration things going right now.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So they're kind of like it, but they're like the mini ones. So I couldn't fit a book in there.
I'll find it and send you the link because I know I know I bought it.
That's a cute pillow. Okay, yeah, definitely.
We've lost Jen. She's like, we've lost her.
shopping.
She's shopping now.
Well, look how cute this is. Hold on, let me go back to it. It's like it's a little London pillow. And then they had bedding, and I was like, that's also cute.
We'll just see how many like London phone booth things that Jen can buy during the
I know.
live.
If you let's see, how many do I have in my room so far? One. Hold on. I'm gonna count that as 2 over there. 3. What if there's more than one telephone booth in the photo? Do I count both of those?
Yes.
Sure.
Go for it.
You know, there's 6 over there.
Yep. Here we go.
7 from the other room. Okay, hold on. Oh God. 9. I only have 9. I feel like that's underrated.
Yeah,
Fake
Jen.
fan. Fake fan. I'm sorry. Do you even like London?
That's 11. Each bookend is 1. Yeah. Okay, I've got a couple.
Okay.
I got
a
this
couple of
proper
you.
English
Yeah.
one sitting next to me, but there's no phone booth on there.
It's not. It's like you're like not even a fan.
I know. I got a salt and
Disappointed.
pepper shaker though. One's a phone booth and one's the little poppy guy. What do you call him? I got the
With the hat.
Oh,
yeah, like this, but
Bobby.
like an actual person.
Yeah.
Oh, Queen card.
Got a teddy bear.
That's awesome.
You have no idea how much stuff I have for London. Like I could legit. Well, Nicole, you know you've been in my room.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Basically, London threw up in here. It's okay.
Yes. Exactly. That's exactly true.
I was like, that doesn't even count the mugs that I've had to hide. So, yes. All right, next post-it note. Sorry,
That's
I put
okay.
a tangent in there.
Yeah.
It is
Let's just
adorable,
count
isn't
all.
Look how cute he is. I found him in the airport, and I was just like, okay, it was the first thing that
I
I
was
bought.
gonna ask you, where did you get him? He's adorable.
That's
Yeah,
the first thing you bought.
Yeah, I was the first time I went to London was in 2015. I had touched down in London and was going to be going to Ireland, and I actually bought this before I went to Ireland on my layover.
That's cute.
I
Okay.
needed to break it.
Tangent
to
to the book. Whenever there is so this is like she's being threatened and he comes to investigate like the threat, and he made like it was like a joke, but you know it's like they don't really know each other like that well during this, but he was just basically saying like you could have smashed your own cupcake, like you could have put the threat like on yourself to kind of draw suspicion away. And she was like, do you really think I hurt her? And this always gets me, this line, his gaze darkened and slipped to my mouth before returning to meet my eyes. That always gets, I was just like, wow, like, oh God, just kiss already.
I was like, just wipe some of that, Bonnie, get some frosting and just put it right here on the side of your mouth and he'll take care of it.
Or he's just gonna be like, you have something right here.
I think we both know that Mason would take care of it.
Well, it's only halfway through the book. They don't know each other like that.
Yeah, and this is just book 1. Jen.
This is just
Slow
book
down.
1.
Slow down.
We need to at least get to book 7 before anything can really happen.
Yeah.
Do we though?
No, I feel like he's gonna take care of us with the indie published cozy, because she doesn't have any rules now. They could be having sex by book 2, and I would allow it.
It does seem like the relationship progressed a lot faster than in some of the other ones. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
He bought her coffee. I was gonna stop by your place. I got you a coffee already. Oh,
That was,
I know.
that was so cute, yeah.
Like she was like, I'm in danger, and you stopped to get coffee. And he's like, do you want it or not?
I love that. And he came with
I was the
food
next
another time.
I was the next one in line. I was gonna get you a coffee too, and he did.
Yeah.
Oh, did anyone else?
Man, just got me coffee. I'd be so happy.
Did
You want
anyone?
me to marry you now? You brought me coffee without me asking you to.
Oh, yeah. That same scene, did anyone else? She left the eggshell dress in the car and went to go talk to someone. I immediately was like, RIP dress. I don't know what's going to happen to you, but I know it's not going to be good.
Honestly, I was waiting for a car to get killed again because Julie Anne Lindsey hates cars. So
Yes.
Blow it up.
They always have to get like either like stabbed in the headrest,
Mhm.
like bullet holes, and like shot up. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. The car is always a victim in one of these books. The car is always a victim.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Oh yeah, that was the iced tea shop mention.
Oh my gosh, I love those lady who were like, oh yeah, and that detective is really attractive. If you find out that he's single, go ahead and give him my number. And then she comes back in and his first line is like, what was that last thing they said? I didn't hear it.
That
Oh,
was the
Mason,
best
you
part.
know.
Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, my next post-it note is, you know, like when she's like found out that Nathan had been in town when Viola died. I was like, well, now that you suspect him, I no longer suspect him. So
Right. Though he did play up the creep factor though. When he was talking to her when he was drunk. Like it was a little squeaky. Like I'm like, ew.
Yeah. I still don't trust him. Like I wouldn't be in the same room with him. But the car thing is a reflection of Julie Anne Lindsey's love of Stephanie Plum books. Cars get blown up galore in that series. Oh, okay. I haven't read Stephanie Plum books, so I didn't know that.
Is that by Janet Ivanovich?
Yes.
Oh, I got that right.
Yeah. I read the first like 10 of them because they're based in like my hometown.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Janet Ivanovich is from like my area, so she brings up like diners and stuff that I've been to as a kid. I'm like, I know where that is.
Cool.
Nice.
That's always fun.
But after like book 11, I was like, and now she's on like 27. I'm like, this is too much.
Oh, she's in like the 30s now. I
I'm
feel
like,
like
this is yeah.
Julie was like, I didn't even know I did that until now.
it's like subconscious. They're like, oh
You're
yes,
getting
the car
analyzed.
must be blown up. Yes, absolutely.
That's
It's just
awesome.
it's just like, yeah, it's something you don't even think about. You just do. Okay, so yeah, this was her car being repossessed. I'm like, what an asshole. Guy is such a dick. Okay, and then, you know, with Mason picking her up because she doesn't have a car now because he was there. How embarrassing. He was there when her car got repoed.
It's embarrassing in general, but if other people are around, that's 10 times worse.
Yes. I was like,
Well, especially
secondhand
because
embarrassment for sure.
That was a nice car, so anyone in town is going to know because there's only so many people with that type of car in town. So it's just like anyone that sees it goes, I know who cars that goes to. So
and the town is so small that you know everybody's going to know within 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that's true. Oh, absolutely. I would love a 27 book
yes.
series by Julie Anne Lindsey. Yes, that's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've read a 45 book series. I'm not scared of big series. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Which one?
Everyone in town can be murdered except for.
I know it
the
literally
main
just
characters.
be Bonnie, mom and dad gotta die, and Mason. Oh, so funny.
While you're looking for your next post-it note, this was like way at the very beginning. I think she was talking with Cammie, but they were talking about how Bonnie didn't want to leave Clyde at home. She's like, what if he gets lonely? And I was just like, I feel the same way. Like anyone with a pet knows it's just like, I don't want to leave them. They're going to be alone without me.
I mean, I feel like cats are more self-sufficient.
Especially if they're
dogs.
inside cats.
Yeah.
Pure inside cats get a little more needy, I feel.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jack Ryan's an indoor cat, so I feel bad like leaving him for more than a few hours. I'm just like, did you miss me while I was gone? Because he always waits by the garage door. So like as soon as it goes up, he knows to sit there at the end. And then when you walk through the door, he gets all excited and he's like, you're back. And so I feel guilty leaving him for too long. So I resonated on that. I was just like, Bonnie, I get you.
I wish it was easier to just take your cats everywhere with you.
Yes. If you like to leave.
If you lived in Austin, Texas, you could. My brother used to live in Austin, Texas. He used to take his dog everywhere, even to the bar. Like you could sit at the bar and have your dog sitting next to you. And
I want to get one of those strollers that you can put your pet in, but I also like the problem with that though is I feel like they get scared. So it's just like I feel like that's a torture session for them, not like a vacation. So at that point, I'm just like, I'd rather you be alone at home than
you got him used to it. I don't feel like if he's in it enough, he wouldn't. Yeah. My dogs are way too big for that. They would not be going in no stroller.
Well, you could get him one of those like little toddler beds that go behind your bike and then just have him sitting there.
The toddler bed.
Oh, those
Have you
like
ever seen those? People put
toddler trailer things.
Yeah,
Yes,
but they like
I have. I hate
You've got
bike
two
riding
dogs,
just
don't you?
myself. Like, I don't want to pull an extra. Like, my Ruger is 60 pounds. Duchess is 40 pounds. Like, pulling an extra 100 pounds
you
fucking
could put
behind
both of them in
me.
one at a time. You just take Duchess so that you have the lighter weight, and then be like, Joe, you got Ruger.
Ma'am. I don't even like pedaling my own weight. Like, I don't want to add any more.
No. We can
Weight.
take this further. You can get one of those tandem 2-person bicycles, and then get a trailer.
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
back.
Aaron,
I don't
love
even
where your
know.
brain's at.
Honestly, I don't even know why I'm complaining. I have a pedal assist bike, you guys. Fine. I can just like full throttle. Be like, yes, here we go. It's fine.
That's
Gosh.
awesome.
But yeah, I had to bring that up because as soon as I read that, I was just like, I feel the same way. And now that I work at home, it's just like, I feel like if I ever go back into the office, I'm going to feel like such an asshole cat mom being like, all right, bye, son. I'll see you in 10 hours.
That's what they're
Oh,
saying.
gosh,
That's
yeah.
what they're saying with like people that got dogs and pets, and during the pandemic, they got used to you being home, and now that people are going back to work, they're having huge issues because
Anxiety.
the dogs or cats or anything are having like separation anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm going to have it from him. When he comes and just like sits on the windowsill next to my desk, I'm just like, that's a good day. You're in my office.
You're in my office. You're my little coworker.
Yeah,
Call him my
Non-helpful
supervisor.
coworker.
That's funny though, Alicia. My kids went back to school for the first time in forever, and
Yeah.
and the first day the cats freaked out. Like they were just like bonkers. Like,
Like, where did you go?
What the hell's going on?
Like, you took my people. Bring them back.
You lost your kids, you assholes.
Where are they? Why are you not freaking out?
Go get your kids.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never like worked from home. I still had to go into the office the entire pandemic. So
Yeah, nothing
changed for me.
Yeah.
Except traffic was a lot better. Now I have rush hour.
A lot less time to get to work. That's what my dad's wife used to say, because she's a nurse, and during the pandemic, and she's like, it used to only take me 10 minutes to get to work. It was great.
And now everybody's back on the road. Okay, so my next post-it note is Grant's alleged gambling addiction. It's like, coincidentally, he stopped making car payments the same month he filed for divorce. I was like, there ain't no such thing as coincidences. He did that on purpose because he's a jerk. He's a jerk.
I will say no names.
I cannot wait for Mason to meet him and punch him right in his face.
Or have a reason to arrest him. That would be great.
Yes. Hopefully there's some sort of fraud or embezzling going on so Mason can arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a white collar crime, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let me see. Yeah, this was Nathan being creepy. That one scene where he was kind of, Nathan.
Nathan was creepy. Oh yeah, he was a little bit creepy. Xander gave me the creeper vibes more than Nathan did.
Yeah?
The journalist, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, at one point he was just like, "Oh, I have your number now. You should have mine." I was like, "Get
That
out of
was
here,
weird.
you
Yeah.
creeper."
There's
Sorry.
just one like this. I think this was Nathan. Yeah, it was Nathan.
Yeah, the one at the dinner when he's drunk.
I was like, yeah, I told you, I've seen you around. I've noticed you. And he emphasized the final 3 words. And I've seen you noticing me. I'm like, what? Like, no one hasn't. No.
Yeah, she kind of did though. She was always looking at him because she recognized him as the son. So she was always trying to watch him because he was high up on her
he was a
suspect list.
murderer.
And then that Totoro guy, the guy that was handling the...
I thought he was one at one point too.
Well, because they were friends. So, like, that's why they thought it was weird.
But see, I was always on Xander because he kept asking about, oh, how's the case going? And then, like, he met the detective and he was just like, oh, how cool. Like, I've never heard about you from Bonnie. She's never mentioned you. And I was like, get out of here. She's basically in love with the guy. Okay, she mentions him all the time.
all the time.
So
Yeah, and then my last post-it note was we find out that Emma is Viola's killer, and I did kind of guess
last
it.
post-it note? How was
That
your
was my
last
last
post-it note? Not like the last page when he's going off on a motorcycle, being like, "Who is this?" Do you not remember?
Was that him? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he was on the back of a motorcycle with someone else, and I was just like, "Who is this other person, and why is he going away right now?"
Yeah, I do remember that now.
I was like, "How is that highlighted? How is that not your last post-it?" I didn't have
Okay.
water. I had too much alcohol.
Across the square, a willowy woman in black approached a motorcycle, then climbed aboard. A man in a matching black helmet and motorcycle jacket climbed on behind her. So we're thinking that's Mason?
Yeah, because he left the party. He said he had to go.
I didn't put it
That's
together. That was
true, but he didn't have
though.
motorcycle gear with him.
Yeah. I thought that was just setting up something for the next book.
What was before that? Because I read that and I was like, "Oh my God, Mason, what are you doing?" Hold on.
Well, yeah, he said he had to go.
He did say he had to go, but I didn't think he had motorcycle gear with him.
He made sure Tammy could drive her home because he was the way she got to that party at the end.
Yeah, so go up a little bit further. I waved to a few smiling faces as I laced my way. Yeah, as I laced my way back through the crush of bodies to the door. I paused on the sidewalk when Mason's Jeep came into view. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, because he parked on the sidewalk. That was funny. Sorry. And then she goes, "Where had he gone in such a hurry without it? And why? Without it. He didn't take his Jeep with him." And then across the square, a willowy woman in black approached a motorcycle, then climbed aboard. Her bulbous black helmet did little to hide her long golden hair. Ugh.
Yeah, but we still.
So she could have given him the helmet and motorcycle climbing behind her.
But
I don't know.
Where'd she keep that spare jacket? Because
those
things don't fold down very small.
Yeah,
you can have like a thing on the back. It's fine.
I also feel like if they rode there together, she would notice like a motorcycle helmet and jacket in the Jeep that he used. Like,
well, I was wondering if the guy that got on the back of the bike was Viola's son.
Oh my God! Like I 100% read that as Mason. I didn't think that there was any other question there.
I thought that was just a little carrot for the mystery in book 2.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, like who is this? You know, I was just like,
who is this?
I never thought. I didn't think it was Mason. Oh, I was like, maybe these are going to be like 2 new characters in book 2.
Julie, being too
You're
silent.
the one who read book 2. What do you mean, Julie? Clarify.
I'm not allowed to say anything about book 2. You told me I'm not allowed to tell you anything.
Based on your reaction, I feel like there's nothing in book 2 about this.
Well, I can tell you in book 2 it is Mason. But I honestly, the first time I read it, I was just like, yeah, it's Mason. Mason's on the back of the bike. Like, yeah, it was issued in Ohio.
Okay,
or it could be someone following him. Remember, he left Ohio when something happened when he was undercover.
I can't say anything about that either, but it was him on the back of the bike.
Can't say anything about that. I've been sworn to secrecy. Yeah, I didn't really think it was. I didn't think it was Mason. I was like, where did this? Like, where did? Because I was like, where did this extra bike gear come from? Like,
why would you mention that Mason had to leave in a rush, and then mention someone else on a motorcycle? What would be the purpose of mentioning someone with a motorcycle and a man?
I just thought it was literally like, oh, we're getting like new characters for book 2.
What? Literally. Why would you end a book with someone needing to ask something and then just end it right there? There are lots of questions, Jeff.
There's a lot of questions going on. So many questions. But yeah,
I think it was Mason, and unless now I feel like I need to reread 7 Deadly Sequins.
You're like, okay, hold on. Let me just read the first chapter.
99.9% sure, but I have like a 0.01 doubt.
But there's doubt.
Because you guys made me question everything. Stop doing that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to stick with it with him.
Okay.
did our book club get a shout out in this, or is that just me full of ego?
Did our book? I don't know, Julie. Well, I know it says it's dedicated to my cozy queens, the readers of my beloved genre, the collector of clues. I couldn't have done this thing I love without you. I mean, that's not the name of our book club, but I mean, just kind of work it in, Julie, in the next book.
The bookshop owner Liz, though, runs a heck of a book club, though.
I love how you said most of the people in that book club just go there for a wine and cheese, and I was like, that's book club in real life. Let's just be real.
That's Nicole, honestly, yeah, that's exactly what our book club was when we met. Like when we had in real life meetings, that was literally like two of us, it was me and Jen, had read the book, and we all had wine and cheese.
Nicole and I would try and find a corner and be like, let's discuss this.
Let's just talk about this book really quick.
I was always the youngest person in all my in-person book clubs. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, but I was always like the youngest person, and I always felt really weird because they would like not talk to me because I was younger. It was weird.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was weird. I'm like, I don't care. It is what it is.
Jen, I think you were the youngest person in our book club.
Guys.
Making notes. Add. I think Jen was the youngest person in our book club.
I think so. Barely, because you're like 10 days older than me. So
that's true. I'm still older.
Barely. But yeah, I think I was the youngest. And I was the last one to join too. So like everyone already knew each other, and I'm just like,
that was my problem. Everybody knew everybody. And I'm like, hello.
Yeah, that was kind of like our icebreaker. Like, here, have a shot of alcohol.
Oh my God, we went through like a thing of Fireball each book club. Like that was.
Ew.
We did.
I smell
Nicole
Fireball.
had too many Fireballs, and then she no longer.
Yeah, that was a bad night. That was a bad night. Who? Yes. Yeah, and when you get drunk on like 2 bottles of Fireball. And then sake bomber.
Back college memories, no. No.
It was not good. It was not good. All right, everyone. Well, on that glorious note, that was Burden of Poof.
Did anyone else? We've got to talk about the fact that he said You're the Burden of Poof. Mason said the title of the book.
Yes, I loved that.
I love when
I put a post-it note for that, but I do love when like the title, like there's the title in the book. I do like that. I like that a lot.
Sorry, I just thought I was on that one. I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay. Next book club meeting. It's not going to be next week. I will be out of town. Jen, you're not the only one allowed to go on vacation. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
I hope I can make it back in time. I'm make it back in time because that's the day I'm driving back.
Oh,
the 13th.
Yeah, that's why I didn't sign up because that's the day I'm driving back, and I'm like,
drive like the wind. I'm just kidding. Drive carefully.
I
know my mom. My mom we'll be back in 7 hours. So.
Like, yes, 90 miles an hour cruise control.
Exactly. And you haven't even met my mother yet. That's pretty much it.
That's it. It's the only way to drive. And then the next live after that is we're talking Kingdom of the Wicked and Cursed, both books, same meeting. What is that? The 20th?
The 20th. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Get your copy of Kingdom of the Cursed October 5th.
Yeah, October 5th is that second book comes out. So
I have it on pre-order.
I've got 4 copies.
I know.
We know, Jen. We know.
And I have the Rick Riordan book on pre-order too. That's coming, but they just moved the date for that.
Is that Daughter of the Deep? Yes. Okay.
They moved the date for that though. I just got the alert in my email. It's not getting released to the 26th now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know why.
That's okay. I still need to watch your live. I didn't watch your live earlier. I feel so bad.
Come on, Nicole,
that I missed it.
I know. I couldn't.
I felt so bad. I was like, dang it.
If someone wasn't here fixing my stuff in my apartment, I would totally watch.
I was pulling up YouTube just to have it up before our live, and it was like, oh, Cache was live 6 hours ago. I'm like, what? Gonna
Well,
read the
my
first 2
phone
books.
didn't alert me till a half an
Awesome.
hour after we were live that it was going on.
Sometimes it does that, you know,
I
like
missed half
YouTube,
of
like,
lives before, yeah.
how are you going to send me a reminder and it's already been live for a half hour? Like, that's not how reminders work. Like, I don't
Having one if you're not going to remind me until I have planned.
Yeah.
Hi, Mina. Thank you.
Hi.
She said, oh, hush. I'm going to watch it. But, okay. So, next live stream, if you want to take a screenshot.
I was waiting for you the first time, and you like didn't take 6 screenshots. So I was like, keep my hand down. Keep my hand down.
Is it?
Next. It's coming. It's coming.
And then I wanted to make sure I got the right hand. I was like, oh dang, did I do it right? Oh.
Hi, Kristen.
Hey.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Everyone, have a great night. Thank you to my lovely, lovely co-host. And thank you to Julie Anne Lindsey.
Yeah, thanks, Julie.
Great start. Great start to a series. I really cannot wait to read more. You did? Okay, I'm going to watch it. I mean, I was going to watch it anyway, but I'll watch it now. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.